computer. Happy Holiday Monday, friends. This is Hailey Patry, your true happiness coach and marriage mentor, and I am so excited to be joined live right now by my incredible mentor of 14 years, as well as my publisher, New York Times best-selling author, Mr. Raymond Aaron. It is great to have you back, Raymond. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm actually getting out of the house because I'm talking to you and I can see you and I can virtually hug you.
You can virtually hug me for sure. I can't wait till I can hug you for real. And I feel like this is a deja vu. A couple weeks ago, we got online. We had a chat just like this. Some of your incredible students around the world had chats just like this. And then poof, 10,000 people registered for the first World Prosper Summit. You had so many people register and so many people getting on. You had over 1,000 people registering into every single class that you sort of broke the internet. So
Yeah.
You're doing it again.
Yeah, 1,000, almost 10,000 people registered, and there was never more than 1,000 people on the line at any one time for 2 entire days of the World Prosper Summit last month. It was the biggest event I've ever put on in my life. And we did it on 9 days notice, and we did it without much training because we had been a live in hotel, tushy in an airplane seat kind of company all this time for decades. I have stepped on an airplane 1.5 times a week for 37 years. And that's over, man. The biggest benefit of this lockdown is that I have learned my lesson. No more traveling, no more hoping to get super elite every single year. None of that. I don't want it. It's over.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I've noticed that I can make double the money with a 3-hour shorter workday and super serve my clients by not having any buffer time in between. And, that's just some of what came out of your training and the great things I've been doing during COVID-19. So, Raymond, you put on a free live call the very first week of COVID-19. And I took all of the advice that you shared on that first call, including the best news source to follow what was going on in the world, things you were doing to keep your body healthy, ways you were immediately pivoting your business. And as one of your students, you talk, I listen, and I act in speed to do it now. And I'll tell you, my business has gone crazy in good ways during COVID by following what you do. And so I'm very excited that you're making this next opportunity available to the world again. World Prosper Summit, the Encore. It's not even an encore because it's not the same event again.
No.
It's the same name and a brand new event. So friends, it is happening this Saturday, May the 30th is when the big event is happening.
It's not this Saturday.
Next Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday,
May 30th.
And the event is going to be running for the full day. You can register for free by going to worldprospersummit.com/happy. And here's why you want to register for that event. And the fact that it's free is incredible. Raymond produces high-end events, and he's been doing them for decades and decades. I've attended many of them, and his events are able to be trained not only by Raymond, but some of my favorite people in the world that he's bringing on, people like Jack Canfield, Lisa Nichols. Raymond, did you know Lisa is a book that recently published? She is written. Her name is in my acknowledgement section.
Wow.
And you're going to have her at the World Prosper Summit.
Yes.
So please tell my friends who else is coming and what are they going to be training on?
Okay. Well, first of all, let's have some background. I have been an in-hotel, in-airplane kind of presenter for 37 years, and now we've switched to online. Yeah. When the lockdown is over, will I do some events in hotels? Yes, but maybe it'll be down 90%. 90%. And why? Because I get the exact same high level of love and feedback on the feedback forums when I do it virtually and when I do it in a hotel. And my clients are also finding the same thing. Several of my clients are coaches, and they say to me they're charging exactly the same amount to do it by Zoom, and their clients are just as happy, and they save hours and hours of not just transportation time, but when they get to somebody's place, if that person is busy, they just have to sit and wait. And also, if it is a sales call, and they go there and they realize the person's not really a prospect, they have to, out of respect, stay for half an hour. But when you're on a Zoom call, you say, you know what, it's not for you, goodbye.
Yeah,
And
Zoom trims the fat out of
oh,
our scheduling, our spending, and our sales cycles, and then it leaves us free to super serve the right people and more of them. It's beautiful.
so let me tell you some bad news first. The most loved company in the entire world, now that's a pretty big statement. The most loved company in the entire world is Disney. And Disney is in desperate trouble. Their sales are down 91%. There's no company that can survive 91%. Why? Because they make money two ways. Amusement parks, excuse me, they're gone. And movies, I'm sorry, there's no movie theaters. And so they are in deep trouble. How long can they continue with the drop of 91%? I don't know. I don't want to live in a world without Disney. A world without Disney will be a dark place. How about J.C. Penney? Everybody loves J.C. Penney. They've just gone bankrupt. Every woman knows the high-end women's wear store in Neiman Marcus. They just went bankrupt. Well, it's not just that J.C. Penney and Neiman Marcus went bankrupt, and it's not just that hundreds of thousands of their employees around the world just lost their job. It's also that they are the anchor stores in 10,000 malls around the world. And an anchor means that they draw the public.
Crowd.
Well, if they don't draw the public, then all the other stores in the mall aren't going to have enough sales. There's not going to be any money to pay rent. Tens of thousands of malls are going to go bankrupt. Retail real estate is about to dive in price and it'll never come back. Not only that, office real estate is about to dive in price because we've been running our business very successfully for 2 months now, and maybe another 2 months without an office. Of course, we have to pay rent. We still rent the darn office, but we can't use it. And if we're successful 60 to 120 days of running our business without an office with everybody at home,
No one's going to
then
want one again.
why? Because I pay $7,000 a month. I only have a small staff of 9, but I pay $7,000 a month rent, plus the Wi-Fi, plus the security, plus the cleaning ladies, blah, 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 blah. It costs me $100,000 a year for an expense I now know I don't need. If people aren't going to pay their rent in office buildings or they're not going to renew their leases, office buildings are going to fall in value. Office buildings and retail malls are going to go bankrupt. Owners of office buildings and retail malls are going to go bankrupt. The world is not going back the way it was. It is not going back the way it was. And so we have to think differently. We have to pivot. And so what I've done, I've already told you, I pivoted my company. We've created World Prosper Summit 1 last month, which was the #1 biggest event I've ever done in my entire life on 9 days notice. It was insane, completely insane. And now we've got more than 9 days notice for World Prosper Summit 2 with completely new genius speakers. And the numbers are just roaring in already, way, way in advance. It'll be by far the biggest event. And who do I have? I've got Jack Canfield. You may say, oh yeah, I heard Jack Canfield. He was in the first one. Yeah. Well, why am I bringing him back? Not because I'm short of speakers. It's because he was the most loved speaker of the entire World Prosper Summit 1. So we're bringing him back, but he's talking about a totally new topic. At age 75, he's the same age as me. At age 75, he's completely changed his business, completely. Every one of his staff is on new duties. He's doing a totally new thing, and he's going to be telling you what he's doing already. At World
Raymond,
Prosper.
can we just pause on the fact that you said you're 75? And I love to draw attention to that every time you and I together, because at 40, if somebody says, oh, you look good, you look happy, yeah, that's easy. I'm just 40. But you're 75, and it blows my mind the amount of vigor you have, the vitality, the business energy that you have. So if you're not 75 and you feel like you're kind of done, you're a little tired, you've worked hard for a long time, Raymond's just taken that excuse away from you, because I see you do more and more exciting things the older in age you get. But my goodness, your energy is young. And I just wanted my friends to know, he said 75, you guys, 75. He has a lot of wisdom. If you pay me for coaching, he's almost double my age. There's a lot of wisdom. I'm sorry to cut you off, Raymond. Please continue. You were talking about Jack, and you're 75. You and Jack are both 75, two of the smartest men in the world. Continue.
He told me the new business that he's got into that he's completely changing his entire business model, completely rearranging his entire staff to totally shift to this new thing. He told me what it was because I was so excited, and I've launched that same business. He and I are now in the same business, and you are going to be able to find out what it is so that you can earn a lot of money from home doing something that I think you'll really love. That's just Jack, totally new. And not only do I guarantee it's new, he wasn't in this business when World Prosper Summit 1 was being offered. It's something totally new. Anyways, the next thing, Dr. John DeMartini, he's one of the superstars of the movie The Secret, along with Jack. And John DeMartini has a distinction it's quite startling. When you hear it, every time I hear it, it's just hard for me to believe. John DeMartini is the most learned man alive.
Wow.
Most learned man. When he graduated from chiropractic college, he realized how much he'd learned in the several years of university. But then he noticed that all his friends stopped learning. And he asked them why, and they said, well, we've already graduated. We're going to start making money now. He said, no, if you've learned so much, keep learning. And they said, nah. And so what he did, the first thing he did, he read the Encyclopedia Britannica word for word from the front cover to the back cover of the last volume. It's about 250,000 pages. It's gigantic. And he read it. And every time a Nobel Prize winner is announced, he orders every book that every one of them has written, and he reads them all. He is just the most learned, and mostly what he's learned is how to have a positive attitude, what the neurons do inside your head, how when you're feeling bad, that actually lowers your immune system and makes you get the very illness you're afraid of getting.
One
People
of my
say,
favorite things, Raymond, I learned from you is that the difference between people with abundance and without is determined by their number of misunderstood words. So this gentleman must be one of your favorite people if he is the most learned man in the world.
yes,
I'll bet he would pass every one of your vocabulary puffs.
yeah, he would. He would. So the people say of me, oh, you're so optimistic. But you know what? Optimists and pessimists are equally wrong, but optimists live longer.
True.
And so when people say, oh, you're such a goody, there's some real bad news going on and you'll miss it. I said, you know what? If you're a pessimist, there's some real good news going on and you'll miss that. And so I don't miss it. J.C. Penney went bankrupt. Neiman Marcus went bankrupt. The amazing Disney might go bankrupt. At least they're in trouble. And so I don't miss the bad news. I hear it. People tell me, but I stay positive and therefore I'm healthy. At age 75, the COVID virus is hitting old people, not hitting me. It's not hitting Jack. We're loving life. We're happy. We're healthy. We're having so much fun.
You're not old, Raymond. You're just 75 years young. It's okay.
You got it. And who's the third speaker from the movie The Secret? Lisa Nichols. Lisa Nichols has the biggest heart of anyone on this planet. If you listen to her for even 2 minutes, you'll be crying in love. You'll be totally in love with her. She can create love in a room faster than anyone in the whole planet.
And if you don't know, my friends, who Lisa Nichols is, I've had the privilege of spending time with her at live events, lots of hugs, and I just adore this woman. If you don't know her, think of Oprah, take her magnificence and then magnify the size of her heart, and then take it to a place of just authentic realness, accessible. She's the kind of person that makes you feel like you've been friends your whole life, even though she's this huge celebrity. She is so lovable. I got to agree with you, Raymond. She's one of my favorite people.
You know what people say when they've just met her and they turn to me? They say, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Yeah.
These are adults talking to me because they're just dazzled by her. So she will talk to you about love. John DeMartini will talk to you about how your brain works so that you can stay positive and be even more creative. And Jack will tell you about how to start a business during this lockdown that will thrive. And the other speakers are specializing in different areas. Some of them are specializing in investments like Bitcoin or real estate or foreign exchange or options or stocks. And some of them are experts in starting a business, growing a business, tacking online components to your business. So for example, I was coaching a chiropractor just recently, and he said, no, you don't understand, Raymond. I'm a chiropractor. My hands have to touch someone's body or I don't make money. I said, stop with your blinkers. Stop with your blinkers. Expand your thinking. And I told them some of the things that they'll be learning from Dr. John DeMartini. And he kept resisting me. No, we have a law. There's a reality. My hands have to touch someone's spine, subluxations, adjustments. I said, oh, stop it and listen to me. And after I spoke for a while, he said, oh, do you know that none of my patients know how to bend? None of them know how to lift, and none of them know how to stretch. I could make a video on each one of those three. I've got a tripod at home and everyone's got an iPhone. I'll just stand up against a blank wall and I'll make a video and I'll have me and my staff contact all of my patients and we'll sell them these that they can download. And he's doing it and he's making money and he's shocked at how blindfolded he was and now how open-minded he is. He says, when I go back, I'm going to have these videos on display on my, beside the cash register. And when people sign in, so when people sign out to pay for their adjustment, I'm going to have my staff say, how many of these do you want me to throw in? It's $20 each or 3 for $50. And they're all going to take it, because it's their chiropractor giving. Anyways, he's so excited. He's so excited. And he came to me so depressed. In this lockdown, you cannot afford to be depressed. You must be positive. And on a previous interview that I did, it was live, and a woman came on and said, how dare you make money off other people's death and suffering? And I said, people are dying. I get it. And people are suffering. I get it. And it affects their family and friends. I get it. I'm not belittling that. I do get it. But even if some people are dying, I still have a responsibility to myself and my family to be healthy. And I have a responsibility to myself and my family and my clients to come up with great ideas and great products and help people.
And pivoting isn't profiteering. You know, profiteering is taking hand sanitizer and raising the rate 1,000-fold because you can get away with it. And that is just disgusting. But to build businesses that are appropriate to serve people's needs in this time and to help people flourish without the tremendous costs of their traditional infrastructure, that's beautiful. That helps us help more people. We reduce our carbon footprint, and it wouldn't be good for society if every single person went bankrupt. And so there's a real difference. I think, Raymond, the same people that accuse everything of profiteering, they also think sales is dirty. They also have their money stories all convoluted.
I know.
And the truth is, you know, as one of my other favorites, Lisa Sasevich, says, the most generous thing you can ever do to someone is offer them your offer. If it's going to improve their life, what kind of person would you be not to? So, on profiteering. Hand sanitizer should be affordable. PPE equipment should be available and affordable. But if you can make money by super serving good people who need what you do right now, bless you. Keep doing that. That's what the economy needs.
So let me tell you the end of the story. When I told her that, she said, well, okay, offer products, but offer them at your cost so you don't make money at it. And I said, do you know what? It's free. He said, oh yeah, good point, thanks. So worldprospersummit.com/happy is free. worldprospersummit.com/happy is free. You get 9 world famous speakers, 3 of whom are superstars from the movie The Secret, all friends of mine, and they're not charging me anything. These are the same people that charge me $50,000 to put their bum in a hotel room, and they're doing this for free, not because they give Zoom calls for free. No, they charge. Like if I wanted them to come to a conference and it was a money-making conference, they would darn well charge me, maybe less than if they had to fly there. But this one, it's like an AIDS conference. It's like you know how singers get together and they have a whole day of singing to raise money for charity? It's like that. They realize that what I'm doing is trying to help the universe. And so they've volunteered their time and their wisdom. Well, if they don't charge me anything, and if there's no hotels and if there's no airfares, then I don't have any cost whatsoever, and I can pass that generosity on to you and to all the wonderful people that follow you, Hailey.
And I
And
so
so,
appreciate your generosity, Raymond, because There are a lot of great programs online right now. There is a lot of competition and noise on social media. Everybody who didn't know Zoom 2 months ago has become a Zoom mini expert or expert in the making. So there's a lot of stuff out there, and some of it is overpriced. Some of it is equitably priced compared to how it was before COVID. And when you can get on during these times, and someone such as yourself compiling all these beautiful minds and excellent trainers for free, there's no good reason not to participate. And my friends, if you're thinking it's a Saturday, the weather might be nice, you might have other plans. What plans? Everything's closed. But even if you do have something on your schedule and you think you can't make it, well, by all means, Raymond will let us know before the event how we'll be able to secure recordings of that event. So whether you can attend live on the Saturday or not, say yes, register as though you're attending so that you don't miss any of the important communication. Raymond is not going to spam you, but he will send you the relevant updates about this event, about the speakers from the event, and if he's going to make it available or not this time to get those videos. I personally did that for World Prosper Summit 1. The day didn't work in my schedule. That wasn't a good enough reason to miss it. I signed up, I got my hands on the recordings, and that, my friends, if you are wondering how to put your life into a higher trajectory right now, don't wait another month. Don't wait until other people have tried it, figured it out, and coined the new big COVID thing. This is the time, because with everybody who needs to pivot, every day you wait is a day that someone else started, grew their following. And if it took Raymond just 9 days to plan the last event and get 10,000 people to register, you can't miss. The timing and the information is so precious. Raymond, I'm grateful every day, all the ways I've pivoted my own business. You know that I'm a paid professional speaker. I do live workshops and events such as you. I'm a book lover, not a publisher like you, but a client who's been published by you. I did couples coaching in person, destination marriage retreats, live transformational workshops twice a month. Every part of my in-person business can't happen that way. But you know what? There's been no drop in efficiency, no drop in client transformation, no drop in revenue by shifting everything online. But if I hadn't been plugging in early, you did that first live the week the world went into lockdown. If I hadn't been plugged in and listening to you, I wouldn't have been getting ahead of the curve. So my friends, please go to worldprospersummit.com/happy. If you want to be happy in your life, happy about your money, happy about the direction of your business, happy about your health, Raymond has put together the most phenomenal collection of people. And Raymond, can you share just a summary of the topics one more time? So Jack is talking about a brand new way to make money out of these times, something he himself is doing. Lisa is talking about love. What are some of the rest of the topics that people will learn?
Dr. John DeMartini is talking about how your brain really works so that you can structure it for success and for abundance and for positivity. Not that you pretend there's nothing negative happening, but so that you can be creative. Mostly so you can be creative. Because when you're sad and negative and frightened, creativity is impossible. Nobody says, oh my gosh, as the bear was attacking me, I got very creative and came up with an idea for a new business. No, that's not how it happens. So yes, there's some terrible things happening. Companies are going bankrupt. People are dying. But if you're creative, you can overcome that by coming up with your own ideas on how to resurrect your business, how to grow your business. Mine is wildly taking off. I've never had so much fun. Never, ever had so much fun. And I can't believe I've been with my wife for 2 days, night and day, nonstop. We've never been more than 20 feet away for 2 months. That has never happened. Never happened. I met her 12 years ago. We got married 10 years ago. And it's never happened. I've been
So
away.
while the world is social distancing, couples who live together are doing social smushing. You're just smushed together 24 hours a day. And if there's kids in the mix, it's like family smushing. There's no family distancing.
Yes.
So my friends, if you're just tuning in right now, we are talking about Raymond's second event, which is called World Prosper Summit. This is the second event. The first one, which happened just in the last couple of weeks, in less than 9 days of putting that event together, Raymond had more than 10,000 people register. Every class had no less than 1,000 people attending live at any one time. The joke is they broke the internet. You had to dial in on 3 different platforms because we maxed out the capacity. So he has tweaked it. He has enhanced it. He has brand new speakers, as well as our very favorite speaker coming back to share an entirely new topic. It is Saturday, May the 30th. It's a full day event that you want to be a part of live. And don't worry if you can't be live. I'm guessing there's going to be a way to get a hold of the videos and watch them when you can. But make sure you register. Go to worldprospersummit.com/happy. And Raymond, I can't stress enough the difference that you and your friends, your colleagues who are part of the 100 most influential people in the world can have on a person's life. And the best way I can share that is to talk really briefly about my own. I met you, Raymond, 14 years ago, and I participated for close to 2 years in a program that you were running called the Monthly Mentor. In that program, you taught me the most solid formula for creating monthly goals to create growth in 6 areas of my life. And I have to tell you, I've been setting those 6 goals a month for the last 14 years.
Wow.
When people ask me, how do I do what I do? How do I have a healthy, happy marriage, 3 young kids, 2 of which struggle with health issues, 1 of which is recovering from an injury, 1's got mental health. How do I work full time, support the 5 of us, stay healthy, stay happy, still have energy for my husband? It's because I've used your systems for almost a decade and a half to not just focus a life on making money or losing weight, but to focus my life on having it all and how to do it strategically. You have not only mentored me in the art of setting and achieving and crushing goals, but also in the power of speaking, having the right impression with people, being able to create amazing results in my business, and being able to put out my 4th book, which we did together this past November. The difference you've made in my life alone, which has spread to the over 1 million people whose lives I've impacted, I can't thank you enough for. So if you are on my newsfeed and you are seeing Raymond for the first time today, and he's not yet somebody that's having an impact in your life, don't let another day go by where this incredible, brilliant, 75 years wise man teaches you about how he does phenomenal things. And Raymond, I got to tell you something really cute. Guess which book my 14-year-old is reading today in order to be allowed to open his Amazon package? It involves a very smart young lady. Her name starts with E.
She's reading my daughter's book, #success.
My
Oh my
14-year-old
God.
son, who has been so bored without seeing his friends, and he's like, Mom, what can I do? I said, you can read this book and
Hold
learn
on.
about how to be great in life. Can you show them the book, Raymond?
No, what I want to do is I want to capture you saying that so I can send it to my daughter. Say that again.
So Emma, if you are seeing this, my 14-year-old son TJ has been reading your book. He read the first half yesterday. He's reading the second half today. And although I had to bribe him that if you read this book, I'll let you open your Amazon package, he was resisting. He said, why do I need to learn how to be a better person, Mom? Why do I need to learn how to be a better teenager? I don't need that stuff. And I told him about you. I told him about how your dad poured into you and your life changed. And I got him a little excited. So he, last night at dinner, taught my husband and I what he learned from you about how to be unique, how to handle bullies, how you shifted your schedule when one of your friends was performing better. And you, Emma, are making a difference in my house. And I will let you know tomorrow what other difference you made, because TJ's going to finish your book tonight. So,
Wow.
Raymond, the spin-off effect of having you in my life is tremendous. And I really genuinely wish for all my friends watching that they allow you to bring mentorship into their lives. And my mentorship with you has not been free, but their mentorship can begin with you for free by going to www.worldprospersummit.com/happy. Go there now. We'll post the links below. And I want to give you an extra free gift if you take action and you do
Oh,
that within 24 hours of seeing this post. You can go to register for the event, And then since you're on my newsfeed, send me a text. I'll post my number. And if you register today and also start sharing the event, I will send you any chapter you want from my latest book, which Raymond published for free. There's 18 sexy chapters in here. Each of them come with free tools, worksheets to enhance your marriage, which who doesn't need during COVID-19? And if you register for Raymond's free event, you'll also get a free chapter for my book. He loves you. I love you. What are you waiting for? Go register. Get registered.
And I want to say one last thing. First of all, thank you for honoring my daughter. That was very sweet.
Oh, I'm excited that she's in my home and that you poured into her, and now she can pour into my son.
And what I want to end with is a candle is not diminished by lighting another candle. I brought together 9 of the brightest burning candles in the world for free to light your candle, Hailey, and the candle of all your wonderful clients and friends and others who listen to you. And so we're doing it for free because the world has been good to us. People have been buying our products for years. We're very wealthy. And now's not the time to be thinking of ourselves. Now's the time to be thinking of others, the wonderful people who've helped us do well. And now we want you to do well, especially during troubled times. So worldprospersummit.com/happy. Bye-bye.
Have a happy holiday, everyone. Bye for now.